Morning, everyone. How are you guys doing? I'm wearing my dad's old, cardigan thing. Do you think it looks nice? Today, we're driving from Geneva to Monaco in the new Porsche Macan. By we, I mean myself and my mother. However, she does not want to be on camera. I'm pretty excited because it's the first time I'm ever going to drive the Macan, as yesterday Dad, when we did the surprise delivery, drove it all he could because he's not going to drive it for a while, seeing as he's left on a long trip. So Mum and I are going to take it back to Monaco, where we're going to stay for a few days before coming back here to Geneva with both the Porsche and the Lotus for the Geneva Motor Show. Still can't believe there's a Porsche waiting in the garage for us, so we're pretty in shock, but we're really excited to sort of test this car out, see what it can do. I have an email. So yeah, it's about 10 o'clock in the morning. It's about a 5-hour drive, so we're gonna hit the road pretty soon. And I'm excited, so let's go get the car. So Mum's taking the wheel for the first half of the drive. It's amazing to be back in this car. It's got that new car smell. But anyways, not too much to show you until I start driving, which, there goes the camera, which I am very excited about. I've been napping then, I'm gonna pull my seat back up. We have stopped at a petrol station, not to fill up, just to sort of be able to go to the toilet, stretch our legs, get some food, and then do a driver switch. So I'm going to take the wheel now. About 2.5, 3 hours through, we've probably got another 2.5 hours left. Weather, it has been raining, but look at that, we've got blue skies now. Alright, my first few miles in the Macan. It's quite similar to the car I had in LA in terms of all the controls and stuff. It doesn't feel too high, which is nice, but you can feel that from the passenger seat as well. Well, it's very nice. The first impressions is it's very easy. It's basically just a big 4x4, but it's very nice, very easy to drive, and probably one of the best cars possible for a trip such as this one. Let's put onto the motorway. What's really nice about it is that it's quite high up, so you've got that 4x4 feel, but it's not so high like a Range Rover or anything. It's not so big that you just feel like you're driving a tank. It feels as sports car-y as, I guess, a 4x4 can. But it is definitely very nice, and it feels just quite nice on the road, very smooth. And it's got all these sort of driver aids. It makes a noise. That one, I don't know if you can hear it, if it feels like I'm drifting over the white line. But then this particular car has like a full leather pack, which means that the steering wheel and everything you sort of see and can touch is really, really nice leather. So that makes a big difference to the whole driving experience, that's for sure. First impressions are very, very positive. Now we've got about 2 hours more worth of cruising until we get back to Monaco, but I am very, very pleased with this. Also, the visibility is brilliant, that's one thing. Absolutely fantastic. I've been driving for an hour and a half now, something like that. There's about, I'd say an hour's left of driving. I am so unbelievably happy. This car is amazing. I mean, first of all, little things that are lovely. I mean, specifically with a new car more than just with this particular car, are the smell. So you've just got this new car smell, which is lovely, which is here all the time. And then things with this car, which I really like, the sound system is really good. So we've been listening to music, which always makes these long trips sort of more enjoyable. And it's so quiet in here. I mean, I guess I'm now used to the Lotus even before the exhaust, which is really loud, and the old Porsche, which as well is quite loud inside. So this just feels like, you know, so quiet, just sort of completely cut off from the rest of the world. It's really nice. But then what I was thinking is, I drove the Range Rover recently, and then one thing that I quite like about the Macan is that it's quite similar also to the Porsche I was using in LA for a few months. So there are sort of similarities. Just the, you know, all the buttons are the same. To work the music is the same. The gear lever is the same. Sort of cruise control, all of that's quite similar. And it does really just feel like a mix between the two. It's not quite as big and high as the Range Rover. So that's nice because you don't feel like you're in quite as much of a tank. But it's still somewhat got that 911 Porsche feel about it. So you're a bit lower down. You've got these sporty seats. You've got this really sort of engaging steering, and all these things which sort of give you the best of both worlds, which is one of the things that I'd heard in a lot of reviews about the Porsche, is that you've got the plus sides of having a 4x4, a car with loads of space and everything, but you've also somewhat got a type of sports car in the car. I haven't used the paddles or anything like that yet. It's literally just been 7th gear cruising the whole way. Fuel economy is really good as well. But yeah, overall so happy. I mean, there are things I'm trying to tell you that I don't like about the car, but there's not really that much yet. I mean, I'm sure something will pop up at some point, but so far it's been amazing. One thing I do like about all Porsches is this little screen you have here with your sat-nav. That's really nice for long trips like this. So yeah, just cruise control on, and hopefully we'll be home in about an hour. So I'll catch up with you guys then. We've made it, basically. We've stopped off to get some food for dinner because there's nothing in the house here. It was 6 hours, 21 minutes of driving. We didn't go very fast. The car now has 691 kilometers right there. That's been my view for the last 3 hours or something. This car, by the way, look, it's still got all the plastic and all of the stuff, but it's got the new infotainment system. I will give you a full tour where I'll show you all of that. The sunroof as well, which has been really nice. So yeah, good stuff. Now I'm gonna head home, and then I'm not entirely sure what I'm doing tonight. I've come down to Monaco now because I'm going to a party at a nightclub called Twigger, and I thought I'd bring you along. Like, I don't often bring you along to this kind of stuff, so I figured I'd bring you. But before we went, I came to take a few photos. We got GMK001 Instagram, as you've seen before, Josh. He's been in loads of the videos. You guys saw his Mercedes 507 collection day video. That was a sick video. But I've come with a Porsche just to take a few photos. I am loving it so far. And then we got a mate's Range Rover that showed up as well. Today's a very exciting day for me because it's the day that I start what will be my next series of adventures. Basically, over the next couple months, I am going to be traveling between many places, kicking it off with Geneva for the Geneva Motor Show. Then I'll be in Paris, in London, probably Scotland, Italy, a bunch of places, and I'm taking my car, the Lotus, on all of these trips. Actually, I am very excited to get this started. So it's about 8:45 in the morning, and today we are driving to Geneva. We being myself and my mum. My mum is going to take the Porsche Macan up, and I am going to take the Lotus. However, there's a problem. I'm supposed to fit all of this stuff in my car. Remember that I am leaving for about a month and a half to 2 months, so all that stuff has got to last me. Anyways, yeah, we're now going to pack the stuff up in the car. It should be about a 5.5 hour drive up. Obviously we're going to be driving the entire thing ourselves, as we're only 2 drivers and 2 cars, but I do have a full communication system set up in the car, which I will show you in a bit. Let's try and put these bags in the car now. Not easy, and there's too much. So I can't really get this to close, and there's still all of that stuff, which is gonna need to go on the passenger seat. That's not great because I'm gonna have passengers at some point. Somehow I managed to close the boot. I've had to put my helmet and the big bag in the passenger footwell. So that has happened. I thought I'd show you my radio setup. So I have a walkie-talkie that I placed there, which plugs in to these headsets with a microphone, which have a button that you press to talk on them. Another one down here, which you strap to your t-shirt, but the coolest part is here on the steering wheel, I have a button that you press to be able to talk through the headset. So that's really cool. Then obviously got my camera rig, my phone rig with a charger. I've got a separate walkie-talkie thing that I plug into the walkie-talkie to talk with if ever I don't want to use the headset. That's pretty much it. I've then put cushions on the seat, and yeah, ready to go. It's pouring it down though. Well, pouring. Starting to rain. Not good. Okay, let's do this. 5-hour road trip starts now. We hit the road then. Just got it onto the motorway basically. And sorry, tunnel, I can't help but just sort of touch the pedal a tiny bit. It's raining. That's not ideal. I haven't got my headset on yet. As you can see, I'm using this bad boy now to communicate with my mom who's in front. But we need to stop. Basically right now, we've only been on the motorway for what, like 5-10 minutes? Because I need to get one in France and around Europe. You can get these little telepass things they're called. They're these little boxes which mean that at all the tolls you just go, it beeps and you don't need to put your credit card in and everything, which in this car is a pain because it's so low. So we have one in the Macan, but we don't have one in this car. So I'm gonna buy that now to be able to put it in. So that's our first stop, and then it's basically, I think we're gonna fill up during that stop as well because my fuel light is already on. And then it's basically all the way to Geneva. All right, so we are at our first stop. I'm gonna go in there to get the péage thingy. We've got the Macan in front. This tells me my digital speed because there it's in miles an hour. So yeah, let's do this. Look what's just come on, the fuel light. But ain't it practical that? We're at a fuel station. The Macan is still being filled up, however, boom! I now have a full tank of fuel. So that's good news. Now I'm gonna set up the headsets and stuff to put them on and get going. Stopped raining, and it was raining like mad. Like I don't think I've ever driven in such bad weather. It was insane. The roads were just like a freaking lake. But apart from that, it's all good. I put my driving gloves on. Yes, they are very comfortable. I'm pretty happy. The only thing just slightly annoying is that my camera's taking me and I'm out of memory. So nice one on my behalf. So we're gonna stop in about half an hour, I think, at our usual stopping place. And then I'm going to delete some stuff off the camera and set everything up. But so far it's been a pretty smooth drive. These make the world of difference. If I take them off, it is so much louder come to our like lunch stop. Lunch is here. I actually had a little bit of a sandwich, but yeah, I have been deleting stuff off my camera so that I can film. But both cars are here now, all ready to go. The boot of the Macan is actually open. I'm going to tell Mum that in a bit. I did need a walk after about 3 hours of driving, I think it was, in the Lotus. I needed to walk around and sort of give my ears a little bit of a rest. But now we've got another 3 hours or so to go. So yeah, exciting times ahead. It's not raining as much, it's still just drizzling. I call a noise. That's a proper car noise. I wanted to update you on the fuel situation. So basically, give me a second. Okay, basically, I need to fill up again. And so I've done a few calculations. We've done about 510 kilometers on this trip so far. We filled up about 20 kilometers from where we first started. So that means I've done 490 kilometers on this tank, and I reckon I have another 40 left, something like that. So long story short, those of you who ask how the fuel is, no. It's, the last fill up, by the way, cost me 33 euros. No, 35. Still, not that much. And basically, a tank is about 530 kilometers of motorway driving. So just to narrow that down, I'm quite happy with that. Because at first I was like, oh my god, I already need to fill up again, no. And then I started number crunching and I was like, wait a second, this is actually really not that bad. 124 kilometers left then. So I reckon we'll be there in an hour and 20 minutes, because some of that will be done in town, but most of it will be done in 130 kilometers an hour zones. So yeah, not that much further. It's starting to be in that bit of a road trip when you start to just, like now, it's like, okay, I want to be there. It's been fun, I've enjoyed the drive, but now I just want to get there. There's a tunnel, guys. Geneva, the land of the traffic lights, because there are traffic lights. What was that? There are traffic lights everywhere, and they stay red for ages, and then they go green for like literally 15 seconds, and then they're red again. So it's pretty annoying, and it takes you ages to get anywhere. Which is why I think during my time in Geneva here, I'm barely going to drive the car. I'm going to just take public transport everywhere, because it's more efficient in Geneva. So yeah, that's the plan. But guys, my first long trip in this car since I bought it, which was Lyon. So this is actually my longest trip I've ever done, because I did Lyon, Monaco, and now I've done Monaco, Geneva. And I'm happy. You know, I was worried I would be like, oh my god, it's going to be so loud, it's going to be so uncomfortable, blah, blah, blah. It's actually really not that bad. I do want to just get there now, though. But that's when you know you're close. You always just anticipate when you want to get. You know, like when you need to go to a loo, and then just before you get there, you're like, oh my god, I can't wait. It's like that feeling. Look at me, I'm like freaking Darth Vader in this light. Oh. Quick in cobblestone. I do not like cobblestone. We are home. We have just arrived. God. Ugh. What time is it? 20 to 7. Because we stopped a bunch and everything, it means that this trip has taken a little while. We've come back into the apartment then after a really long day. All I want now is bed, basically. I imagine I will combine both the going down to Monaco and coming back from Monaco vlogs, because they're so close together. It will probably be a really long vlog though. If this video is over 20 minutes, give it a thumbs up. Let's do that, shall we? Thank you for watching though. I am going to go to bed, rest up, because we are now in town for the Geneva Motor Show, so it's going to be a pretty intense few days. Yeah, thank you so much guys. As per usual, if you aren't already subscribed, please remember to do that now by clicking the button underneath, and I'll see you very soon. Cheers. Bye.
Oh, jolie couleur.
Voilà.
Wow.
Walou.
Wow.
Happy birthday.
Wow.
Happy birthday, Dad.
Wow. Ce bleu est magnifique. Hein.
C'est un tout nouveau bleu. Je vais juste mettre la page derrière.
C'est rythmé énorme.
Ah, ça c'est 21 pouces.
C'est du 21 pouces.
Ouais.
Oui, c'est
Bon,
bon.
hein. Ah,
C'est bon.
Dad,
Ouais,
smile.
c'est jamais facile. Hein.
Smile.
Il y a tellement de choix finalement. C'était seulement rabattre justement celui du milieu.
Vers l'avant pour déjà mettre la vitesse,
Exactement.
augmenter comme...
Just taking the car out then, and we are going to take it for the first drive. I don't know how much of that whole process you could see. Dad's very excited. Are you excited?
Yes.
Are you surprised? You can't believe it?
Completely surprised.
Well, there
I'm
you
so
go.
happy.
You deserve
It's
it.
beautiful, no?
You deserve it. It's amazing.
Look at
It's
this
amazing.
blue, metallic color
And this is like your first new car.
ever.
Yeah.
Look at these rims, beautiful rims, big brakes, nice color inside.
Daddy's happy.
I am. Beautiful wife.
Okay, now we're gonna go. Dad's gonna drive it for the first time. And then I'll give you, once we arrive, we're gonna go for lunch somewhere. Once we arrive, I'll give you a full tour of the car. Dad's got a big smile on his face. Here we go, Dad's first kilometers driving the car. It suits you.